questions and answers little session here. I'm sitting in a McDonald's and I'm using my smartphone mic. I think it's working. I got a bunch of questions here that I decided it'd be better to answer in a video. Question 1. When you're starting out with a lowboy trailer, which length is better, 48 feet or 53? Well, I would say that's not a question to ask. The main question to ask is how heavy you want to go. You want to hold lots of weight or just regular, like double drop loads. Most of the time you want to have the well as long as possible. My trailer is 26 feet. Most lighter trailers like 35 ton or 40 ton, they have 27, 28, sometimes 30 feet of the space. That's the main criteria I would suggest when choosing a trailer. But most people start with a 35 ton trailer, so get the well as long as possible because that's where you put the loads that pay you money. Why did you buy a Mac? Because the name is easy to spell. What brand heavy equipment do you like to drive? I like CAT when it's not articulated. Non-articulating machine is much easier to deal with. Are you still using Nikon D5300? No. If you saw my, I think the previous video where I was showing my backpack, I don't have any cameras. I don't have any Nikon or whatever DSLRs left. All I'm using is my smartphone, which shoots actually an amazing video, and I use my GoPro most of the time. And now I have, I'm still learning the Panasonic Lumix FZ300 or FZ300. I hope that's going to be my main camera. So no, I don't have D5300 anymore because for me, at least in my case, photography is a waste of time. What's the big difference between Canada and US and Russia? Well, I don't think there's a lot of difference between these three tiny small countries, probably the same as between Germany and Japan or Austria and New Zealand. There's really not that much of a difference between three countries, but I would say three differences come to mind. Canada and US use dollars, while Russia decided to use rubles. The octane number in Russia for the same gas is higher than in Canada and US. And 3, even though the coffee shops everywhere, but there's a very remote chance that you will see a Russian walking down the street with a cup of coffee, let alone a ride on the subway. People just don't carry coffee mugs around like they do in Canada and the States. And in Russia, especially in big cities, people tend to dress a bit better, and there's more cute women, and I would say more women wear makeup in Russia, at least in a big city. What's a good way to start in the heavy haul business? And I would say the good way to start is as a company driver in a company that specializes in heavy haul, kind of like Team Transport or something like that, where you can later on, when you get experience, you can buy your own truck and maybe your own trailer. Or if you cannot find a heavy haul company, at least get into something where you can pull a flatbed or a step deck and get experience with heavy and oversized loads. And last but not least is, for what purposes do you need this dozer SERGEI? I had to think about this one. For what purposes do I need this dozer? And what he meant to ask was, what's the use of this dozer? What is it used for, right? Not me. So dozers are mostly used to They have to make the ground level, right, when they build buildings. So it's a very useful machine. And I guess that's it. So that was a brief question and answer session. I'm sitting in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I delivered that dozer that almost killed my trailer yesterday. And Monday I'm going to be in Terre Haute, Indiana, picking up another machine that goes back to Canada. Thanks for watching. I'm SERGEI DRATCHEV. Be safe.